everyone. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you can hear me, you can see me. I wanted to do a tutorial today on how to edit the monthly planners because I just updated them with all new 2021 dates, and I added a fifth planner, which is a desk pad, because I just love desk pads. Quite honestly, my favorite planner is the monthly. Like, I pretty much just only use monthly planners. I know weeklies are the most popular for people to use, but honestly, the week just kind of flies by. Or maybe I'm just not organized enough. I don't know. The monthlies are just better for me to keep track of what's going on. Anyways, so you got 5 different planner designs. I wanted to run through them all and show you how to edit them. And I didn't announce this live stream ahead of time because I tried to do a live stream on Monday, and that was just a paid live stream for the people that were, oh, hey, LaDonna. That was just for the people that had either purchased my book or that had purchased Chaitra's product photography. And we did not do the top 5 planner trends because I just couldn't get the camera to work with this new fancy computer. Anyways, everything, hopefully, fingers crossed, is working now. And in case you ever had that error, I didn't do anything wrong. All of the settings were totally correct. Even Crowdcast confirmed it. I just had to completely uninstall Chrome, reformat the drive like it was never there, and then reinstall everything. And now it kind of works, hopefully. I'm guessing, hey, you are super blurry. I'm super blurry. I don't know what to do about the blurriness. It could be my internet speed, which is supposed to be fast. Let's see. I think it's my upload speed, if that makes sense. Yeah, my internet's like 230. I think my upload speed is slow. Plus, for some reason, whenever these start, it's a little blurry in the beginning and then it like evens out. I don't know what that's about, but let's go ahead. Oh, LaDonna, okay for me. Okay, great. So I'm going to share my screen and hopefully it works because I have 2 screens. So we'll see how this goes. Share screen, screen 1. Aha, there we go. All right, so hopefully you can see this. I am going to go ahead and open up all these documents. So what you purchased inside of this, the digital file. So I'm going to do a second live stream today, right after this, probably at 11, because I do have a call at 10, so 11 Pacific Standard Time. And I'm going to show you how to edit this, which is the digital planner. But today we're just going to do the regular printables. Now, when you purchase this, you're going to get this, I call it my sales file inside of here, but you're going to see a zip file. And when you unzip it, you're going to get all of these files. So here's how they're labeled. So 01, 02, 03, 04, 05. Those are the 5 different templates that you have. The INDD is the version that you want to open. If you have a super old version of Adobe InDesign, and we're talking like the version that you had to install with CD-ROMs or whatever, then yes, you can use IDML, and I know some of you do. And then the PDFs here are just ready to go and sell as is. So if you don't want to do anything to the file and just sell it like it is, you could use that. So let's go ahead and jump into the first one. So the first 3 are all metallic foils. They have different foil colors. So this one is I guess I called it the fuchsia one. But over here, somebody asked me the other day, oops, let's go in here. Someone asked me the other day how to get rid of this pink box. That's not actually a box. That's just Adobe InDesign, the application, just putting a shadow on stuff. So if you go over here to the top and you go to View, Overprint Preview, it will go away. It's just it's not actually going to show up in your file, if that makes sense. It's just the computer being, I don't want to say lazy, but I think overprint preview just requires more processing power. The other thing too is if your Adobe InDesign file looks a little blurry, you could go over here to View and Screen Display Performance, and you could do high quality display. Now that obviously is going to use up more RAM and more power. So if you have, say, a MacBook Air or just an older computer or something, or you have a lot of things open, you might want to do that just because you just don't have enough memory to do anything. All right, so these first 3 files, this the hot pink, I guess I should call it fuchsia. And you'll have to do this for each one. You'll have to go to view, over, print, preview. Each of these are essentially the same. They just have a different color. So I will show you how to change that also if you want. Okay, so these are actually just bars. So you don't have to worry. I know a lot of times I have a links folder and then I have a bunch of Adobe Photoshop files that you have to, or not Photoshop, Adobe stock files you have to purchase. You don't have to purchase anything. Usually these dated calendars are much simpler because there's not a lot going on but dates, right? So it's really more about leaving space for people to write stuff inside of there. This is the rose gold version, which is slightly different. And then obviously the desk pad, which is very different. So let's go to these first. I'm going to show you how to edit this first one. So if you don't like these stripes, you could just select them all and delete them. And then there's no stripes at all. Or if you're like, you know what, I really just want the whole thing to be a stripe, you could delete this and you could just extend this all the way down. And now the whole thing is just one big hot pink background. So that's something you can do on here. This is just text. You can change it to the monthly or whatever you want to do. Just like you change text, you can go over here. You can change it to a different font. You can change it to a different size, 32. Oh, I guess that makes that smaller in that particular font, 60. Whatever you want to do. And again, these fonts, there's a file called font info, and it is somewhere there. It is font info. And so this is just a PDF, and it tells you all the fonts that were used and where you can go purchase them. Now, I think some of them are expensive. I don't know why. Texta is pretty standard. I think you could use anything that is a sans serif font instead of Texta, because I think it was like $300 for Texta. Some of my fonts, honestly, I just have the more expensive fonts because I used to do custom work. And so if somebody wanted a really like fancy font, I would make the client purchase them. And then obviously I just ended up keeping the font. So that's why sometimes I have some pricier fonts, but you can always find something similar if you go to What the Font. It's just a website for myfonts.com, and it will try to match up the best alternative for you inside of their database or whatever it is. It's like a reverse font lookup or something. All right, so same thing. Now, all of these pages, you'll notice that this placeholder is just a placeholder. I don't think this is, no, it is not actually applied to any of these master pages down here. So all these master pages down here have nothing applied to them. The only one that has something applied to them is, oh, that's not true. I take that back. This one has February. I don't know. I must have overwritten that. I know what I did. Okay, so here's the deal. If you want to edit any of these numbers, you can do it right there straight on the page. So I don't know why you'd want to edit the numbers. They are correct. But for whatever reason, let's just say, oh, I know, maybe you don't like the font or the color. You can just highlight this and we can change this to, I don't know, to blue. Right? So now they're all blue. I believe this is a character style. So if you go to Window and you go to Styles and then go to Character Styles, let's see, is this a style? Yes, this is a style called Gold Numbers. I don't know why I think it's because I made the gold one first. But if you go over here and you go to Character Color, I can go ahead and change this to blue, and you'll see all of them in this entire file. Let me say okay, are now blue. So whether we go to March or April, May, June, it doesn't matter. They're all blue because I changed that one character style. So same thing over here with these dates, the days of the week. If I go over here, metallic days, that's selected. If I want to change this as well to blue, I can do that. And now they're all changed in the whole document. It's going to save you a lot of time. So anytime you want to know if anything has a character style, just highlight it and then go over here and then you can tell that it's a character style. So that's pretty much it on how to edit this file. Again, because it's a dated calendar, there's not a lot to do over here. Let me just check to see if anyone has any questions. Nope. All right. So this is the metallic gold, works exactly the same. The only difference is I use gold instead of fuchsia. Over here, this has violet, same thing, totally same layout and everything. Over here, we have the rose gold. So now we get into something a little different. And this one over here has all of the same kind of layout, just different fonts and a different color. So it looks a little bit, I don't want to say more high end, but it has a different style, especially if you like rose gold or you prefer that. And again, you can go over here and you can select something and you can see that pink month is one of the character styles. So if I want to change it through the whole document to save myself trouble, I might go here, I'm going to change this to blue, say okay, and now everywhere inside this document, that's now blue. So I could go, it's going to make your hopefully your time a lot easier. Same thing over here. Apparently I just left the name gold numbers as the name for everything, even if it wasn't gold. I can make these blue, say okay, and now everything's blue. So it's a really quick way to change your colors, which is probably important to you for your file. If you want to add, sometimes people want to add a copyright, because I took that out because I used to put copyright, pretty fabulous. You can see that the B sheet is applied to all of them. So you could just go over here, go to the text button, draw a box, and then say type, insert special character, and you can use the copyright symbol, and then you can say my awesome planner or whatever it is. This has a weird paragraph style on that because I must have put it in there at one point. So you can just go over here, say basic paragraph, and that goes away in case you ever, actually it will happen because you have my file. So all you have to do to fix that is do that basic character file. So you go to text up here, go to center, and then I can just put this down here. And I can say this on the left and the right. And then when I go into B now, it says my awesome planner copyright at the bottom of every single page. So that's all you have to do to edit that one. And then this last one, the monthly desk pad, super excited about this one. So this is an 8.5 by 14. So it's a legal size piece of paper. So in theory, it's still a printable. And I'm going to say almost all printers in the US, I'm not sure about overseas, but all the printers in the US will take a manual feed. So even if you don't have a tray that is 8.5 by 14, you can still print these out at home if you sell these to people as printables. And of course, you can get these printed as well. So what I've done, so this one does have a picture file with it, but I gave it to you. So don't worry, you don't have to buy it. So this one has this background. I just kind of liked it. It was like a rose gold art deco. And so this file has that on the back of each and every single day of that monthly desk pad. So if you want to change something, you can see that this has the B master page applied to it, and that's over here. And that's really just the background with the notes and the lines and the days of the week, because they don't really change. Obviously the numbers change each month, as well as the month name. So you'll see that that is on this page as well. So same thing as all of the other files. It's like the easiest file in the world to edit. You'll see that gold, I don't know, just like labeling everything gold numbers. Okay, so this thing, same thing. If we want to change this to, I don't know, red, if I change that once, it shows up everywhere. Can you even see that? Or I can change this to a color we can all see better, which would be a green. How about that? All right, so now it's green everywhere. So these days of the week, we can go, if I want to change those to match, I can go here to the master file, because that's where that was, and I can see that it is, oh, it's special. Sometimes when you see the plus sign, it may not change everything because you made some alterations, but let's try it anyway. Say okay. Oh, it still worked. So now everything is green. And so when you go through here, because it has the master page applied, everything is green. So hopefully that helped, gave you some ideas on what you can do. Again, it's a dated planner, super easy. So you get all 5 of these templates, and then you're going to get all of the PDFs, and you're going to get all of the links, and then you get this jpegs.zip file. I know a lot of you like using Canva. I honestly have no idea how to use Canva, but you can take any of these JPEGs, these sheets, as images and put them into Canva, add a background, overlay something on top of it, or whatever you want to do. So super excited. I'm mostly really excited about this desk pad. I love desk pads. Anyways, so this is it for how to edit the monthly planner. And I will see you guys back here in an hour at 11, and I will show you how to edit the monthly digital planner, which is actually already done and waiting for you. Trisha, I have a question, not about this layout, when you are done. Okay. I need to run because I have a 10 o'clock call, but I will be back here in an hour and I'm happy to answer it. Or if you plug it in here into the comments, and I'll see it and I'll answer that first when I come back. That makes sense. So, all right. Bye, guys.